Hey again, my name is Rebel and I am the Rebel Reseller. For those of you new to my channel, Rebel is my real birth given name and just kind of fell into place as far as the Rebel Reseller. I've been selling on eBay for 22 years. I have started selling on Facebook in the last year and that's doing really well for me. I use a cross-listing app, so everything goes on eBay and then those items I choose goes on over to Facebook. But today I'm going to be doing a haul on stuff that I picked up last weekend, and my husband picked up on a little trip he had out of town. He ran into a thrift store and what's it called? Google Duo'd me? No.
Yes, Google Duo.
Oh, Google Duo. I always get it wrong, so then I get it right and I question it. Google Duo'd me, and we just kind of went through some of the stuff that I saw that he was pointing the camera at, or pointing his phone at.
Now, wait. I went into 2 thrift stores. One of them was crazy.
One was crazy.
They
crazy
had
prices.
Insane prices.
I would normally say if you see a plush that's $8, that's ridiculous. But I bought a plush that was $8 this week, so I can't really say that, but
it's not the normal thing. And this store had a
normal.
lot of $8, $9 plush.
Yeah.
That were just things that we pick up at yard sales for 50 cents or $1.
And that is my norm. I do sell a lot of stuffed animals. I love vintage stuffed animals. But normally, I would say on average, I pay $1 or less. Now, there are times I go a little bit higher. I've got a lot of stuffed animals to show this week, and then some other stuff. I haven't really comped. I'm the type... Yeah, I use my phone if I'm really questioning something, but for the most part, if the price is low enough, I'm going to buy stuff just because. If it's cheap, it's vintage, it's not going to require a lot of work on my part, I'm going to buy it.
And you know that in the end, you're going to make money on it. In
the end, I always make money. To be honest, probably in 22 years, 3 things I'm positive I lost money on. Probably 3.
Is that counting Amazon?
Amazon's a total... We don't do Amazon anymore. All right, so let me start. Well, I'll start with dolls. I normally do stuffed animals, but we went to an estate sale. We ended up spending $97 there. Half of that was on clothes. And I don't really do a whole lot of hauls on our clothes yet. It's just... It's clothes, but toys are different.
Pair of Levi's, pair of Lee's, pair of Levi's,
pair of Wranglers, for the most part.
Tommy Hilfiger shirt.
He likes to buy jeans, but then I torture him by buying a lot of like women's shirts and dresses and stuff like that.
I like jeans because the pictures are easy.
Yeah, he's my picture taker.
Flip over, click, 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 flip over, click, click, and you're done.
Yeah, he's my picture taker for clothes. But I do the picture taking on everything else. So let me show you some dolls. She charged me, I think most of these were $5 each. I don't do a whole lot of dolls, but these just, they intrigued me. And they were in decent shape. I don't even know what her name is, but look how cute that is. And her little head is just kind of on the swivel. She is... Ideal 1967. I don't even know her name yet, but at some point I always get comps right here. I'm still hoping $15 to $20 for her. Oh, I'll hand you. I'm in a doll ID group, so when I see things that people are posting, I remember it. And like this is one of the dolls I do see people post about. She's one of these ones that walk with you. I paid $3 for... Oops, losing a shoe. I paid $3 for her, and you looked her up, right, while we were there?
Yes.
And she was like, I want to say $20 or $25. Oh, she's going to need cleaned up a little.
Missed the sock.
Oh, and it may be down in there.
Her eye's not quite right either. One of the eyes.
Yeah, but it's doing better.
I think she was more than 25. I think she was more like 50, but I can't remember. That was...
I don't either.
That was a week ago, so...
She's going to be a little awkward. She's going to have to go in a different kind of box. Yeah,
shoe
like
boxes.
2 shoe boxes together or something. I just released a shipping video, so it just made me think, that's how I always look at these toys. How am I going to get it shipped? Do I need to find a box before I ever get it listed? But he seems to think 2 shoe boxes will work for her. Now, this doll was like this, and she did only charge me $5 for her, but she does not go with this ride-on toy. Look at her face. I mean, it's just odd. Very cute. I mean, her eyes move. When I turn her head, her eyes are moving. I've never had her. I don't do dolls, but I had to get her. Uh-oh. Oh, it's in here. This is missing its wheels, which are right here. But this is, I'm going to just sit this down for a minute. Isn't that doll weird?
Yeah, you shake the head back and forth. That's what makes it move. Like, no, like
this. This way?
No, like this.
Oh, look, her eyes are moving.
Like side to side. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Let me see, before I hand her back to you, if I can get what she was made of. I mean, who? Again, she's ideal. It looks like 1966. I might have had a doll like this when I was little.
I wasn't born yet.
We've had that conversation before.
Yeah, but it's not going to keep me from rubbing it in again. So.
All right, this is what intrigued me. I have the box, and I have the doll, and it looks like it's her clothes. Yeah, her original clothes. And I have, I'm fighting, I have the bike. So there's a bike, a doll, and then this ride-on. They were all a part of this set. And she charged me $5 again for this doll. So I paid $10 for the 2 dolls that had the 2 parts that go with this. I think when I looked this up, it's about $100, 90 to 100. But again, it's going to get, the shipping's going to get, because I'm going to have to find a box to fit this box in. Because I don't think breaking it down helps too much. So, very cute. But she is called a Mattel Tippy Toes. And I've had her before, but I've never had her stuff or her box. These were some of the things Robert picked up at the thrift store. This is Baby Gap. I've had this bear smaller. I don't remember how much it is, but I'm thinking he's got a little bit of a nose issue. I'm thinking 15 or so for him. This is 2015 Animal Adventure. He definitely needs a bath. But I always pick these up, especially the older dates. I'm not sure. Probably 10 to 12 on him. This is Aurora. Dinosaur, alligator. I think I usually use both words. I think I actually have one of these listed. It's probably not very much. Probably in the $8 to $12 range. And I think most of these you paid,
I want to say $1.
$1 or so for. This is Inter-American product. I haven't found these in a while. I've talked about this brand before. I like it. It's a nice quality. Usually the fur is really soft. This is a gray rabbit. I'm hoping probably in the $15 to $20 range. But always, if I can find a good comp, I'll have it right there for you. Another rabbit. I have so many bears listed, but my next favorite thing to list is rabbits. And this one is Hobby Lobby. I do really well with that product. So this is probably going to be in the 12 to 15. But sometimes I'm less, sometimes I'm more. I saw this when he called me. I've had this before. It's this little bulldog with a little cigarette. Cigar. I can't remember. I don't think I see a brand on here. I've sold probably 2 of these so far. I want to say I get usually about $20 to $25 for it, but I have found don't try to list this stuff on Facebook. They get you every single time, because if you use the word cigar or cigarette. But this is, I'll probably list it for probably in the $20 to $25 again. This one's good because it's still got its little wrap on the cigar.
You were just having trouble listing something on eBay. One of your drug plush.
Yes. I was going to list a plush today, and it's that drug pharma stuff, and it was Zithromax. Now, I've not had any trouble listing some of the other plush that had name brand drugs as, promotion. But I think something's up with Zithromax. I thought it was odd when I did my comps that I couldn't find anything like them. And I see them quite often, but it keeps saying it goes against the drug policy. So I'm just going to let that one go, and I'll probably just put it in my booth. So, but yeah, it's kind of weird stuff. This is, it's got a $1 price. This is Maine Joy. I get a lot of birds and ducks in that brand. This is very cute. It has the flower. I think at one point maybe it was supposed to make a whooping sound, but it doesn't anymore. But I'll still probably list this for about $8 to $10. No brand, so I'm not quite sure. When I don't have brands on things, it does take a little bit longer, and I usually have to lower my price a little bit. I'll try to use Google Lens on this to see if it pulls anything up. But if not, this is soft. It needs a bath. But more than likely, I'll still keep it right at the $10. I do a whole lot of $9.95 listings. If you've looked at my store, 95 is my cents on everything, except clothes. And then we've picked 68. Can you guess why? That's his thing, is the cents that we do on clothes. This is 2017 Animal Adventure. I haven't comped these. I actually forgot all about that. We had actually bought these, or he had bought these. But I'm still hoping something like this, especially with Christmas around the corner, I can list for about 12 or so. This is Master Made Toys. I've got a grizzly bear, not grizzly bear, a black bear, Smoky Mountains. I think this might be something that was made, yeah, in Knoxville, Pigeon Forge, more than likely. Vintage, Christmassy. So I'll probably list this probably about $15, unless there's comps. I don't normally find stuff with that brand already listed. This is Squishmallow, but I don't think it's supposed to be shaped like this. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I don't think it's going to poof back up, but maybe it is. If it's supposed to be square, somebody let me know in the comments. But I looked this up. I don't think it's very much, probably $10 to $15. But again, it's an odd shape. I'm not quite sure what happened to it. It says church chick. Now, I live in the Bible Belt, so stuff, you're going to find stuff around here like that. It's just cute. Made in China. Probably something I will... $7.95 is like the thing that I do when it's stuff like this. And then he picked this up. It was $1.99 at the thrift store. It is some... Did you look it up?
I did, but I can't remember what it was. Like
yeah.
$20 or something.
It's a Christmas bell. Pandora 2017. Again, I'll look it up. I have found in the past, like the Yadro bells that are dated like this, they don't sell for a whole lot. I found some one time and just thought I was going to do well, because I personally collect Yadro, but the bells weren't worth very much. I think, and the ball ornaments. I always pick up Easter baskets, especially when they have these plush attached to it. This is definitely vintage. I'm trying to see if I can see. It just says Union Sign Limited. I'm not seeing a date. I will usually list these probably in the $20 to $25 range. It's kind of long. I think I have a box that it'll fit in, and it hopefully won't take it into the dimensional weight, because it's not very tall and thick. So hopefully, but very cute. Especially, a lot of times you'll get these and they've got a lot of stains on them, but this one's very nice. I'd never seen one of these before. I actually had to look it up. They are bendy. And I didn't really see anything. When I did comps on this, when I picked it up, I didn't see anything that had like this with the mask. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more research. But it's not very old. And I'm probably out of it. It's 2019. This is probably some cartoon or something that, because I don't watch TV, I'm not really up on. But I'm hoping like in the $15 range. Pillow pets. I just featured, I think the last haul video I did was, I had a Monsters Inc. Sully. This is Barney. I haven't done the comps on it. And he's gonna, I have somebody who does the repairs for me. So he's gonna go in the wait list because he's got a little hole there. But I'm hoping once I get him repaired that he's hopefully in the $20 range. Because Barney, he's getting harder and harder to find. Maybe they'll bring him back at some point. I don't know. I picked this up at an estate sale. It says Collegiate Licensed Product, Harrington and Company. I didn't know who TC was, but my husband told me when we got in the car. It's Tusculum College, which is like 3 miles from my house, which is now Tusculum University. So it was funny. Lights. What are you laughing at?
Just you didn't know who TC was and you live 3 miles from TC.
Yeah, I'm not a sports fan. Sorry, but hopefully I can get about 15 to 20 for him just because Tusculum College is no longer in existence. So maybe an alumni will want him. But yeah, he says Harrington Teddy Bear. These are Wrinkles by Gon's Brother. They are a puppet. I find these not very often, but I always know to pick them up. They've got this little place for their mouth. I did pay $3 for him at an estate sale, and these sell for probably, as good a condition as this one is, probably in the $20. But she was supposed to have a bone right here that goes with them. Oh, but I do have the original tag. And if she had had the bone, then I probably would have gone like 25, if not a little bit more. But very clean, very cute. I like the wrinkles. And then this is Fur Skins. And this is by Xavier Roberts, who put out the Cabbage Patch Kids. I see these on occasion. I buy them all the time. They usually have these very unique boots on them. And then cute outfits. They all have a name. I don't bother with the name unless I can find him exactly, because the most important thing is to say Fur Skins Xavier Roberts. But this will probably be in the $15 to $20 range. And he's clean. That's what I love when I buy these, that they're clean. I haven't tested to see if this works yet, but it made me laugh. I did pay $2 for it. I think that's supposed to be snot hanging out of his nose. And he's supposed to make some kind of noise, I think.
That's his brain.
His brain. It talks. So I'll have to put a battery in and see what he does. And it said Pressman, $19.99. Probably was part of a game now that I've seen Pressman. But then I'll sell it as a replacement. This is another vintage vinyl doll. It says I think I got her half price, so this was been $2.50. It says handmade in New Orleans. It's a Gambina doll. I think when I looked her up, she was like 15 to 20. So she's got all of her shoes and just definitely was well cared for. And then we went to, it said yard sale / estate sale. and I told you guys before, we've started getting into some shoes. So I did buy some shoes that I'm hoping I'm not going to have any issues with, because I don't normally buy this brand. These were UGG, and I did look them up, these little house shoes, and there were others on eBay that looked like it. Like this one even still has the little plastic thing, so I don't think it was even used. But I did pay $5 for the pair, like that. And then also these were $5. And again, they still have their little sticker thing on the bottom. And I want to say it was, when I did comps, like $25 to $40. But I could be wrong. And then I also bought these. I've bought this type of shoe before. It actually says by Jeep. They're J41. They're just nice walking shoes. I don't need any more shoes. Oh, they're 8.5s anyway, so they wouldn't be my size. But I haven't comped these. But I'm hoping like $20. I did pay $5 for them though. We picked this up at, it was at that campground yard sale we went to, I believe. No. This was at the estate sale.
Yeah, Jeff and Ellie's.
Yeah. We paid $5 for it. It is brass. Normally stuff like this, I've probably been listing anywhere from like 30 to 50. This one has 4 and then one on top. So I'll have to see. But brass. We're still buying it. I need to get back to list. I have a whole lot unlisted. And then these were Lego Duplos. I paid $4 for it. It says the farmer's market. I'm hoping it's complete. But it had a whole lot of animal figures and people and vehicles. And those are all really popular for selling. So I'm hoping this is probably 12 to 20. But I'll try to figure out the number on it, which will help a lot. This was at a yard sale that we went to. I looked at it. It was $5. I walked away and looked it up and turned right around and went and picked it up. But it is Boye, B-O-Y-E. It's a yarn winder. I'm hoping it works because I haven't tested it yet. But I think when I looked this up, the comps were like right at $100 or so for it. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it works. And I'll get it listed this week. Hopefully sell really quickly. I picked this up at a thrift store. I'm all about Fisher Price. I love these. These are called lap sitter dolls. This is Honey. I paid $2.50 plus tax at that thrift store. I don't remember. I want to say these are like $15 to $20. She does need a little bit of cleaning. But I will always buy Fisher Price. Okay. And then I picked all these up. I'm hoping, I don't find these very often, but I know to look for them. This one doesn't have a tag, so I can't tell if it's going to be rushed in or not. But these are the vintage plush that have the rubber face. I think she charged me $1 for each one of these that from the estate sale. So this may be one of those times that I put it up for auction and hope for the best. Another Barney. I always pick these up. This one's perfect time for Christmas. I've not seen this before. I'm trying to see if I can read this. I don't have my glasses. It is some type of dog. I don't know. Oops.
Very loud dog.
Very loud dog. It does need cleaned up.
That down, so.
Yeah, look at its eyes. It's got the sleepy eyes. I have not had this. Maybe Robert can read the who it was made by and when. Oh, wait. It says Bowser also. Bowser Wowzer. But I'm hoping 25 or higher on it after I get it cleaned. I picked these up. They're just, you know, somebody's taken the time to sew this together. Just a little Care Bears pillow, miniature. It's the Good Luck Bear. I'll throw it in the bath. Hopefully this yellowing will come out. And more than likely, I will list this for like $10 to $12. These were all just vintage plush I picked up at this one estate sale. This is just a rhino. I don't even have a manufacturer on it. A lot of times I list these for like $9.95. This was a monkey. It is by Atlanta Products, which is a product of the Gerber Company. Again, it's filled with that fibery type stuff, but I think it's fabric, so hopefully I can just throw this in the wash and it won't be an issue. I always pick up pound puppies, especially the ones that are Tonka, which is the older ones. And then I actually have some that I will probably add this to and then do a lot of 3 or 4 or however many. Sometimes I mix the cats in with these also. And then I'll list it for like $19.95 or something. This is Squishmallow also. I found a lot of times these little ones are probably in the like $6 to $12 range. I think somebody else paid that. I don't think I paid that, but maybe. We don't have Carm stores around here.
Knoxville.
Yeah, Knoxville.
And that was the one that had the crazy prices.
Yeah, I think I picked that up and it still had that price on it. This is made in Hong...
Sorry.
He did it too.
I tried to pick it up.
This is made in Hong Kong. It's by the Gerber Company. These are usually something I list for like in the $10 range also. But again, I probably only paid about 50 cents for these. Did you look it up?
I did.
And? How much did I say? Ooh. Somebody has it listed for sold for $99. So definitely, he's going to get a good cleaning.
There were some cheaper ones too, but...
Treasure, and I didn't even know it. I mean, I knew it, but not that big of a treasure. Very cool. This was $2. I like to pick up vintage Christmas. This has these little squeeze things that you can put on trees, and there were several of them. Little snowman, a little red bear, and then there were a couple of these flocked Santas. More than likely, I will list the 3 little clip-ons, probably in the $10 to $20 range, and then there were 2 of these also. Oops, I don't think that's supposed to be there. And I'll probably list them for about $10. I am very quick to take offers though. If an offer comes in and it's reasonable, it's sold. Especially when I know how much I paid for it. A couple of more vintage toys. This one, again, no manufacturer. It'll probably be one of my $9.95 bears. And then this little elephant. I just loved it. Look at the ears. Paid $1 for it. So, oh, and then this was, it says Korea, but it's a vintage hand puppet that I'll probably list either like the $7.95 or $9.95. And then this is one of those vintage rubbery type toys. I've done really well with these. Sometimes they sell for about $10. Sometimes I go higher. I think it just depends on the colors and who the character is. But don't get them. At least check the comps. You must have bought this. Not a toy. So he probably bought it. This is a Skyliner Radio. Hopefully it works. It is in really nice condition. Is it supposed to have an antenna? Oh. Nevertheless.
You know me, I buy defective stuff all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Not only him. Me too. You know, sometimes you have to take that chance, especially when it's super cheap. You just take the chance. Every video game system I have shown you guys this summer, none of them have worked. None. I'm getting a little frustrated with video games. Probably just need to stick with my stuffed animals. A few more things. I found these. It's a set of 3. They're plastic. They just looked vintage. Says Happy Easter on them. I'll probably lot these together. Again, I am big on doing $9.95. And I think she charged me $1 for everything that was in this basket. This is Garfield, another clip-on type toy. I had some vintage Fisher-Price Little People. I think I actually have another vehicle right now that I've got listed kind of low. I'm going to pull it, put it with this one, and then list it again. We went to a yard sale last weekend that was at a campground, and it was funny. Let me show you this first, and then I'll tell you.
But it was also torturous because I hadn't had breakfast.
Yes.
And they were cooking bacon and eggs and all sorts of stuff throughout that place.
Campers were, yeah.
It wasn't fair.
No, but I picked this up. It is a Black & Decker Space Maker, and I think it's supposed, well, this was inside of it, but this isn't Black & Decker. I think somebody just put this in there. So it's supposed to have a mixer set in there, and it does. It's got this little thing that's supposed to attach on your counter, and it does open, and I'm hoping, I paid $3 for it. I'm hoping that somebody's going to need this as a replacement, and I'm going to shoot for over $25 at least for this, if not a little bit more. But at this campground yard sale, you just kind of stopped and parked and tried to hit a couple of them at the same time, and we'd go to one and they would want $5 for a pair of jeans. So that's out of our price range. But then we'd go to the next one and they would be $1, and then we went to another one where it was a quarter each or fill a bag for $1. And I bought so many. I bought this shirt and filled it in a bag. I don't think it had ever been worn. Look at me. I bought pink sweatpants that I wore out yard selling today, and it was all in that fill a bag for $1. So I mean, I bought Madewell shirts and some clothes and lots of jeans. We had a really good time, but the pricing was very different from place to place that you went. Some people were there to get rid of their stuff, and other people were, you know, trying to get.
You bought 3 pairs of shoes for $1.
3 pairs of shoes. They're here somewhere. Very nice shoes, too. I'm going to go get them. One was Skechers. Hardly worn, you can just tell. These were Clark's. Again, they're not even scuffed. And she was like 50 cents each or 3 for $1. And then Keds. Not even sure, but 3 for $1. So it was just, yeah. All right, I'm down to my last few things I wanted to show you. We went to an estate sale / yard sale. It was an odd situation. I think
there was a divorce.
I think there was a divorce and a lot of stuff. There was one room that was just all the kids' clothes and toys and, you know, all their clothes in their closets except for, it was just sad. I felt uncomfortable, but I still did my thing. And there must have been twins, because these blankets are baby blankets. They're Carter's. They say adorable. I did get 2 of them. Did I say $5? $5 each. I've looked at the comps. They're probably about $30. And then 2 more baby blankets. I again paid $5. They have their tags still, although they're undone. These are marked Little Journey Plush Sherpa Blanket. And the comps, some of these were being listed at like $60 and $70. And again, 2 of them, just different colors. So you know, even if I list these for 40, because I don't think I'll ever get them rolled back up. But, you know, $5. And then this is my funny. I very, very seldom pay $8. But I went ahead and bought. See? $8. And I walked into the room and I thought, and they had American Girl and Bitty Babies and just all kinds of stuff. But, you know, they were wanting $30 and $40 for some of that, for the like furniture and clothes. There was a Bitty Baby, and I think they were wanting like $50, and I didn't want to pay that. But anyway, it said $8, and I just walked on, went through some of the other rooms, came back to do, I'll do a quick walkthrough, and then I come back and start really looking. And I decided to look these up. They're Cuddle Plus Kind, Cuddle and Kind. And they're selling at a minimum of $25. But some of them will go a little bit higher. I will probably end up listing these probably 30, maybe 35. They are dirty and I might have to get them cleaned up first. But I paid $8 2 times, which is odd for me, but you know, sometimes you just got to do it because you know, I'm gonna make money. So, all right, I hope you've enjoyed this. I actually have 2 more I need to do. Hopefully, maybe I'll get to them this evening. It's dinner time for us, so I need to go deal with that. And then maybe I'll get 1, if not 2. I did a thing this week, just kind of to show you guys what's out there if you don't have places, especially this winter, to source. There's a thing called Goodwill Blue Box, and I went ahead and ordered some, and we're going to open the boxes together. So I may do that next, because it's going to be fun. Hopefully there'll be lots more treasures than